View the following program in its entirety with Xfinity On Demand by selecting Get Local and choosing All HS Sports. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local.
You're watching the Comcast Network. CN100, Chicago.
I think Batavia and Coach Piron have done a great job. You know, they've built a program that can sustain and last. They got great depth. Their kids are really physical, and I think one of the things that you know when you play Batavia is they're going to be physical.
Bryce went into that environment when things weren't going very well and turned it around. This is a good football program. They know how to coach football. They know what they're doing offensively and defensively. He has a plan. And they're difficult. They're very difficult to deal with.
I think this week it's big to deal with their speed. They're one of the fastest teams that I've seen on film, and they do a great job of coaching those guys. It's just getting our kids to play at a fast rate.
We need to get off to a fast start against this team, because when you run against an offense like that and you allow the game to be tight, they can run their offense. They can do what they do, and they can milk clock, they can churn yards, they can get first downs. That's the style of play that they want to run against you.
Number one team in 7A is Batavia, and we have an opportunity to play them. You don't get those opportunities every week. You got to beat the guys on top to be able to play good playoff football.
The Comcast Network proudly presents the CN100 Game of the Week. Tonight, we are in St. Charles for a key Duquesne Conference battle as the Fighting Saints of St. Charles East entertain the defending 7A state champs and currently undefeated Batavia Bulldogs. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome as we welcome you inside Norris Stadium alongside Cameron Smith. I'm Mark Kruger. We're delighted to have you with us here tonight for our CN100 Game of the Week. And Cameron, let's talk right away about these Batavia Bulldogs, undefeated each of their last 5 games. They have scored over 40 points. With that said, their strength is supposed to be their linebackers and their defense. So Coach Dennis Piron has them playing at a very, very high level.
He really does, Mark. Now, they're really the standard in Class 7A when it comes to playing football in the state of Illinois, and they've carried themselves as state champions should when it comes to their production through the first 6 weeks. Tonight, it's about staying focused. They have to make sure that they pick up a win against a very hungry St. Charles East team that is desperate to knock off one of the powers in the state of Illinois.
Well, let's talk about these Saints. They lost 2 of their last 3, including on this field to St. Charles North last week, so they obviously want to get things turned around and get that playoff push.
Well, it's a great opportunity for St. Charles East to resurrect their season. Now, they finally have a healthy team that they can put on the field, and they believe they are more than capable of knocking off one of the best teams in Illinois. St. Charles East, they're hungry, as I mentioned before. They are capable of making it happen tonight.
Of course, these 2 teams, as we mentioned, part of the new Duquesne Conference.
They're only 3 games away from becoming the champions.
Myers on the counter. This is Taylor again. Taylor to midfield. Taylor, one man to beat. Clay Kahn, and Kahn will make the touchdown-saving tackle inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Here's the burst. Taylor on the inside, and watch him get him behind the block, and then it's just a foot race here. A nice job by Clayton Kahn running him out of bounds. 5'10", 150-pound junior. He's a two-way player himself, so he runs him down, knocks him out of bounds before he get a big chunk of yardage to the play.
Cody Mitchell split out to the bottom left-hand part of your screen. Macaluso goes in motion into the end zone, and this ball is picked off. Intercepted on the play there by number 23. That's Jackson Williams. It'll be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from Batavia. So Batavia returns the interception favor.
Yeah, Jackson is right there. Jackson Williams is right there. And he's eyeballing the quarterback. He tries to throw into coverage there, and good interception. Just like that, things get turned around.
8 plays, 50 yards on this drive for St. Charles East. Saints facing a 2nd down and 6. Crossing, going deep to Mitchell, bobbled, and he came down with it. Cody Mitchell bobbled it, but he came down with it. It is going to be 1st and goal for St. Charles East.
Well, I like that matchup because Cody Mitchell is 6'5".
Yeah.
And he's giving away, he's got so much height. and he's being covered by a guy that's 5'11". So Mitchell gets up here, uses his body, as I mentioned before. This is a basketball rebound, and he did a great job by sealing the defender off and coming down with the football. I like that.
They need to get to the 23-yard line to pick up a first down.
Now it's empty.
Taylor going in motion, looking that way, nothing there, and now Myers is going to get sacked. Robert Karn with the sack. Second sack of the night for St. Charles.
Karn comes through here and puts the heat on the quarterback at a timely play there. The defense rises to the occasion. Jalen Farmer also there.
Yeah. Boy, I have been impressed with the Saints defense. 3rd down and 7 now for the Saints. From their own 34. And Erweiler will get the sack.
Yeah, it's Quinn.
Yep.
His motor's always running. He comes off the edge.
First sack of the night for the Batavia Bulldogs, and it couldn't come at a more opportune time. Brings up 4th down and 9, and the Saints will punt it away.
Watch 34 close on the football. He just has a knack for closing on the football. You can see it. And he takes the right pursuit angle and puts the heat on the quarterback.
To view this exclusive Xfinity TV programming in its entirety, check the CN100 schedule for a list of airtimes, or view this program anytime on demand by selecting Get Local and choosing CN100. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local.